This
Okay,
conference will
thanks.
now be recorded.
Let me share the screen. Hey, hi. Hi, all. Good morning. So today I am giving the introduction, what is the course name called MuleSoft, where we are using this product, like MuleSoft is a product in the real-time world. What is the use of this technology? What is the advantage? All these things which I am going to discuss in today. So MuleSoft is nothing but a integration tool. So what is meant by integration? So integration is nothing but we have a application B example which is developed by any technology called Java technology, and we have a application B. The application B using the develop the technology called .NET technology. So they both are exchanging the data. Integration tools are required to collect the data from the application A to transfer the data to the application P. So integration tools are mainly sitting in the middle place to collect the data to transfer the data to application P. It is not like a simply collecting and transfer the data because Java is the technology. The purpose is to develop the build a web application, and .NET is the technology to develop the web applications. Correct. But Java syntax, behavior, communications, everything is different. And .NET also, everything is different. But successfully, they both are exchanging the data because of integration tools. Simply collecting and transferring the data, there is no point to use of any integration tools. Okay. So if both are different technology, if you are exchanging the data, integration tools are required to collect the data whatever you are sending to transfer the data to the other applications. So very simple, which we are doing we are doing the NEFT transaction. Consider as a application A using as a ICICI bank. So we don't know what kind of technology they are used to build as a ICICI bank. And example consider as a HDFC bank application B. And even though application B also we don't know which technology it was implemented. It was used to implement the HDFC bank. But we have successfully transferred the data. So simply when you are entering your beneficiary details, submit your details, and once you add the amount and submit your request, successful amount is going to be credited in the HDFC bank. Again, HDFC bank amount has been credited. We are getting a one notification message, your like mobile message as well as your Gmail account. Mobile message nothing but we don't know what kind of mobile network which you are using, but you are after entering your mobile number successfully, we are receiving a mobile message and a Gmail also. Here you can notice that mobile technology also we don't know which technology it was implemented, and Gmail also we don't know which technology was implemented, but successfully we are receiving your response. Amount has been credited. Again, mobile text message content is the different, and Gmail content is different. Like different nothing but the structure of the messages. Mobile is the text message, Gmail is the mail format message. Who will take care of all these things? So because of integration tools are independent of the technology. Any kind of technology which is available in the market, if we want to exchange the data, integration tool is sitting in the middle place to collect the data and deliver the data to the system. It is one-to-one application or one-to-many applications. So one to many application, nothing but like just now I told you that HDFC Bank amount has been credited. The same response we are receiving the more than two applications on, like your mobile message, your Gmail account. So more than one message, more than one system which you are going to deliver your response. That is called one to many. Like more than one application, if you want to deliver, integration tools are coming into the picture to collect the data and transfer the data to the system. So this is one of the reason like people are using the product called integrations only. So without integration tool, can we implement same kind of mechanism? Yes, there is a limitations only. So we cannot implement the 100% of to integrate the applications. What is the limitations? Example, if we want to integrate more application using point to point. So point to point nothing but a one to one application, like one application to other application nothing but a point to point. So if we want to exchange one application other application, limitation is only one to one applications. But nowadays, when you open any web application, so internally, n number of applications are communicating. Finally, we are receiving one response. Consider as a your online shopping cart application. Very simple, which you are using very frequently. Example, if we are logged into the Amazon application and you are selecting the product, finally you are entering the card details and amount payment confirmation, we are receiving the order confirmation. So the same, you are receiving order confirmation mobile message as well as your Gmail account. How many applications playing in between? Your Amazon is the application, we don't know which technology, and whatever the product which you're selecting in the, like mobile or whatever it may be, that is also someone has to provide the product details. That is also we don't know which technology, and you are entering to the bank details and internally your bank application communicating, and bank applications also technology it was implemented, but we don't know which technology we implemented. And finally your payment has been confirmed, so you are receiving the amount details confirmation parallelly, immediately you are receiving the order confirmation details. Who will send the order confirmation details? Vendor application is sending the order application, sorry, order confirmation. As well as if you have any clarification, you are going to call to the customer care number, and finally the delivery guy is coming and deliver the product. So see how many applications in this case: your bank application, your Amazon application, your vendor application, your customer care, your delivery. Example concept five applications. So all these five applications are different technology it was built, but we don't know which technology they were implemented. But finally, we are receiving the order confirmation with a fraction of seconds because of integration tools. So integration tools are independent of the technology. So there is no limitations to transfer the data to the multiple applications. Any kind of technology which is available in the market, we can easily integrate the application. But these many applications are communicating if we are using without integration tools, it is a complexity of the integrations. So that is the reason. So integrate more application using point to point, one to one applications only. If you are using that is bit of complexity, we cannot exchange the data multiple system without integration tools. So that is the reason integration tool is independent of the technology, any kind of technology. Example, currently there is a latest tech of Python. So in going forward, there is a latest technology which is a Python plus example. We can easily integrate on. There is a technology, the legacy technology, which is available in the 10 years ago. Now, if you want to integrate 10 years ago technology, also we can integrate on. So that is the reason integration tools are independent of the technology. Any kind of technology which is available currently and going forward and the past also, we can easily integrate to transfer the data one application to other applications. So limitation is without integration tool one to one. But nowadays, when you open any page, we don't know how many technologies are coming internally. We are processing or requesting, getting the response. Because of integration, tools are available to easily integrate the application to exchange the data from application to application or one to one or one to many applications also. Any clarifications here? Okay. So these are the one of the drawbacks, like problems to the point-to-point integration. So point-to-point integration, one reason is one limitation is one-to-one applications. But one more point we hear, like changes message producer endpoint viewer, which is change the message consumer. What is the meaning of this one is? Example, consider as a like NEFT transactions, like ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. Like initially, like they both are not using like any integration product. So without integration tool, the ICICI Bank and NEFT Bank is transfer the data without integration tools. But going forward, HDFC Bank decided there is a latest technology which is available in the market. That technology will give the best quality of product, whatever it may be. HDFC Bank decided to migrate with the technology. But in these cases, as ICC Bank should migrate, then only a NEFT transaction will be happening. But ICC Bank decided that they don't want to migrate the latest technology, whatever the current behavior it is available, keep it as it is. But HDFC Bank is migrated, then what to do? If ICC Bank wants to exchange the data, then ICC Bank should migrate. Otherwise, they're completely losing the business of HDFC transactions. So that is also one of the reason people are choosing the product. So technology is not a standard. The technology is a keep on exchanging, like nothing but introducing. They are adding the new products. But sometimes some tech applications they are still migrating. Some applications they are not decided to migrate due to commercial part also. Due to any other reason, people are not decided to migrate. But completely they are losing the business to transfer the data to the applications. That is also one of the reason. So changes in message producer and endpoint address, like whatever the technology application which you are exchanging, if they currently both are using the Java technology, like they successfully exchange the data. But ICICI Bank decided there is a latest technology. Sorry, HDFC Bank decided there is a latest technology which is available in the market that give the best to the customers only. So they are decided to migrate on. But if we're migrating, I told you that everything has been changed, like behavior and everything has been changed. Then ICICI Bank should migrate, then only successfully transfer, or ICICI Bank will lose the business. So this is also one of the reason people are changing. Even though ICICI Bank is not migrated with the latest technology, but still ICICI Bank wants to transfer the data after migration of HDFC also. Integration tool is sitting in the middle place to collect the data. ICICI Bank currently both are Java technology, exchange the data. But going forward, application B nothing but it is migrated data technology. Even though I would like to transfer the data, can it possible? Yes, because of integration tool, it is possible. But without integration tool, if you are using, it is not possible. Because technology is different, nothing but everything communication protocol and everything it has been changed. So if it is migrate, everything should be migrate, then only successfully transfer the data. That is one of the reason people are choosing the product as an integration product. And if we want to extend to different applications, like one application, other applications, so different technology means different communication is different. What is meant by communication? Example, if we want to transfer the data of Salesforce system communication is different. If we want to transfer the data, SAP system, SAP communication is different, like a .NET technology, Java technology, like Python or Azure, AWS, any kind of technology. Communications are different. Like communication difference means we are not delivering the data to the physical, we are sending the data through network. So network nothing but as a communication is required. The communication based upon the technology, it is unique. So that is why if a message producer consumers are exposed to different protocols, so communication protocol is different only. So without integration tool, both should be the same. Technology or communication, everything is same. If it is technology is different, communications are so different only. So that is also one of the reason people are choosing the product as an integration. Always one-to-one communications only. One to many cannot possible. But even though currently using the one-to-one communications, But going for if they migrated to any other new feature, new technology, everything has been changed. Accessing URL change, the communication URL change, and message type. What is meant by message type here? So each technology like Salesforce, ServiceNow, or SAP system, Java, .NET, Python, anything. If we want to transfer your data to that corresponding application, which is using any one of the technology, the communication is also different. Accepting the data also different. Like a data also different means like a Salesforce system, Salesforce structure is different to accepting your request. SAP system means SAP structure is different. Java structure is different, .NET or like ServiceNow. That is called message type. Message contain your information, the type also different. Like example, if we open the notepad, like notepad is the once you whatever the content which are including, you are saving as a text format. That is format of the file, nothing but a message type. The technical integration terminology calling as a message type. Like Excel format, like notepad format, Word format. Not only these formats only, in the market there are so many formats are available, that each technology one format they are accepting when you are sending the data to the system. Like this is called .NET, this is called Java. So simply you cannot send it. So if you are different only, in between communication is different. So whatever you are like NEFT transfer you are using, like that contain your bank beneficiary details and your account details, whatever it will be, that contain information. .NET application is accepting. There is a structure of the content only. That is example considered as a application B, nothing but .NET technology. I'm only accepting Excel format. Imagine Excel format. So we need to send application B as an Excel format. So each technology, the accepting of the data structure also different. That as an integration developer needs to identify which format the corresponding application is going to be accepting before sending the data to the system. That is called message type is unique. And one more point is single point of failure. What is meant by single point of failure? Single point of failure means if you are communicating multiple systems, we don't know one to one or one to many. If something happening while transfer your data, like example, that's a very frequent we are also facing. Amount has been credited in your account only, but the order is not confirmed. Then what to do? You are calling to the customer care. Hey, this is amount has been deducted, but my order was not confirmed. Then they are going to chasing and identify which application got error. Then give the solution. It may processing 2 3 days, or they are going to refund your back to amount. That is called single point of failure. If any application, if we are communicating something happening, we can easily identify which application got failed. Then we are taking necessary action, whether it is reprocess your data or refund the data only. That is the single point of failure only. So this is called ESB, nothing but the enterprise service bus, the integration tool they're calling. It communicating to the multiple applications only. If something happening like any kind of network issue or data issue, any other reason, we can easily identify. So that is what ESB, nothing but enterprise service bus integration tools is used to eliminate the drawbacks of the point-to-point integration. So drawbacks nothing but even though if you are using one-to-one, both the technology is different, communication is different, format is different, anything is different, we can easily integrate. Or if we want to integrate a number of applications also, we can easily integrate even though they are migrating with the new technology, new features. Still, your business is going to be communicate smoothly because of integration also. These are the specific reasons people are choosing the integration product to exchange the data on. That is one to one or one to many also. Even Abibus or a Redbus or Make My Trip, we are open. So Make My Trip or Abibus is the one application and internally we don't know. Like example, currently if we open Abibus, very simple. Today we are able to see that 20 of travel applications, but going forward 21 also they're easily adding because your request is sending to multiple technology, because each technology like APSRTC, TSRTC, any other private travels, they have their own web application they built. But there is a best way. Instead of logging to the multiple applications, Abibus is sending the request to the multiple applications, collecting the data and displaying the Abibus side. Because each technology, each each application they are using the each different technology. But we don't know how many technologies they use. They build that applications only. But still we are communicating on it. Even though if something they are migrating, but your business is communicating because of integration tools. So these are the main advantage of the integration tools. It's a one-to-one or one-to-many applications. Even though they are migrating, still I would like to exchange the data. I don't want to lose my business. Integration tools are sitting in the middle place, collecting the data and exchange the data from one-to-one or one-to-many applications. Any clarifications? Oh. So if I want to implement integrations, like what are the things, main components is required to build to integrate the applications. So one is adapter and the transformation and routing and filtering. This is the integration terminology. What is meant by adapter? So adapter is nothing but it's a connector. So this is called example consider as this is a .NET application. This is the partner system considered as a Java application. So this is the place like integration tools are sitting, nothing but a middle. They are sitting. The integration tools always sitting in the middle place. So whenever you are logging to the example, very simple, NEFT, consider NEFT. You are logging to the ICICI bank. You are entering your details. The details first initially storing into the customer data. So customer data is nothing but a CRM application. So your .NET application nothing but a your ICICI bank. CRM application accepting the format is different, correct. But once you enter your details is going to be inserted in the CRM application. Directly cannot. As I told you, sitting in the middle place. So sitting in the middle place means first .NET application once you log in submit, there is a connector is required in this case. Adapter is nothing but a connector. Connector is nothing but a general word transport. Connections like once you submit your request internally, this connector is collecting the data or nothing but a transport. Like we are using a physically transport any two-wheeler, three-wheeler, that is physically the technical terminology they're calling as a connector. So connectors is the place where we are not writing any business logic, just establish the connection. Whatever the data which you are publishing here, this connector will collect and hand out to the middleware system. That is called integration tools. First job is your data is going to be inserting to the whatever the data which you are entering, submit inserting the any technical example CRM application. So after collecting the data, integration tool, now I would like to deliver the data to the CRM application. Okay, again CRM application connector is required. Each technology connector is required to carry the data. So very simple in the general word, when you if you want to deliver any product, any like a physical, like a small product, any big product, we are using the example consider the DTTC, the courier office. We are going to hand over your product to the courier office. Consider as a middleware tool as a courier office. How we are going to hand over? Either you are going by walk or two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, whatever maybe you are choosing the transport and hand over to the courier office. Then after simply collecting, after collecting the courier office, courier, what they are going to do? They are going to customize your data. Customize nothing but the state or country or a region or whatever it will be. They are doing their job, and once it is filtering as a completed, again they are using one more transport to deliver the data to the system. So simply once you hand over your courier, they are not delivering only. They are going to identify to whom I need to deliver, what is the state, village, or whatever it may be. They are going to do their end. Once it is completed, again they are going to use the connector or transport to deliver the data to the system. If it is available, successfully deliver. If it is not available, again back to the transport, again receiving the courier, again courier back identify after seeing your address, using the corresponding transport to deliver the data to the system. This is called physically, which are happening in the real-time world. This is called technically, which is happening. That just I'm narrating only the courier and all these things. So transport, here transport can carry any kind of data. Based upon your product, you are going to choose the transport. But transport doesn't know what kind of data you are carrying. Any kind of data carrying on. The technology also, this is a small message or images, attachments, big files, any kind of data the transport can carry. There is no logic in this place we used to write. Just we are established the connection. Once you submit, it is collecting and handover is integration tools. So connector is always is an active status only. If it is inactive, once you submit .NET application, connector cannot process your data because of it should be an active. Because always which is running the network should be always as an active, then only the data is going to be handed over here only. So .NET application, if you are using .NET connector is required. SAP connect technology we are using, SAP connector is required. Or like Salesforce system, ServiceNow system, any kind of technology which is available in the market, connector is required. Based upon the connector, we are using to collect the data, hand over the middleware system. Who develop these connectors? Whatever the integration tool which you are using, those integration tool is the responsible to develop the connectors. We are not bothered about that. The integration tool is responsible to develop the connector. Yes, I'm using Salesforce to ServiceNow system. Salesforce connector is required. ServiceNow connector is required. So that is the advantage of the connectors. Connectors are nothing but a collecting the data once you submit. An example, now I'm logged into the ICICI Bank, enter beneficiary details, immediately submitting. Connector is accepting your data. So connector is keep on monitoring to the corresponding application. Once you submit, is simply collecting, hand out to the middleware system. Then what middleware system like integration tool will do? Yes, which application do I need to transfer? What is the behavior of that application? What is the communication that application will do to deliver all these things which are going to do? Nothing but a routing and transformation. So one is adapter is the technical word that is called generally the transport or nothing but a connector, easily understanding the word to collect the data once you are submitting. Once it is collecting, hand out to the data to the integration tool, the job is completed. Then what integration will identify? Yes, this is the data which I'm receiving, and I would like to deliver the data to the corresponding application. What kind of data that accepting, like format or connector or anything, all this customization we can do inside the integration tools that we are learning during the training session. Example, if we are deliver the data to the CRM system, what is the behavior of the CRM system? What is the communication of the CRM system? What is the format CRM system is going to be identified? All these things which are using to combine, like implementing to deliver the data. Like example, I told you right about the courier. After receiving the data, what is the state? What is the village? So all these things, their end, whatever the customization they want, they are going to do once successfully deliver the data to the receiver by using the transport. The technical terminology also, what is the application, what is the connector, what is the format, all these things which are going to do inside the integration tools, we can deliver the data. One technology, one format. So example, .NET technology sending the data to very simple XML format. So that is the behavior only we should use. We do not have any rights to modify. So .NET technology, if I'm using the .NET technology or if I'm communicating the .NET technology, as an integration developer, first need to understand what is the communication, what is the format. Example, .NET technology saying that, hey, I am sending my data like XML format. Again, now you are sending the data to CRM system. Example, CRM system saying that I am accepting the data Excel format. Very frequently we are using XML Excel format. Then what to do? Integrate this connector. It doesn't matter if you are sending the XML, if you are sending the Excel, whatever it may be. Doesn't matter. It is accepting this connector. Hand out here. Now integration. We are the developer. We need to identify your CRM system behavior. So Excel XML format .NET system sending, like a partner system accepting Excel format, we are going to do the transform. This is called transformation. To transform the data from one format to other format. That we can take it inside the integration tools. That is called transformation. To transform the data from one format to other format, we can take it on. See, like we are doing the online transaction, all this happening within the fraction of seconds only. But how many applications in between playing? I told you 5 application example. But 5 application, 5 different communication, different format, all these things we can successfully communicate and deliver the data. This is called transformation only. To transform the data from one application to other application, we can do inside the integration tools. The connector is simply collecting the data and hand over it. It doesn't matter, it won't bother what kind of format it's sending. You are requesting to the connector to closely monitor the application, whatever the customer will do to collect and hand over to me. The integration tool will collecting, yes, I would like to send the data to the CRM system. CRM system behave, we need to identify using the corresponding connector. In between, we are doing the transformation to deliver the data to the system. And other point is routing. The routing is nothing but I told you, like a one to one, do I need to route to the system, or one to many, do I need to route to the system? Like example, one route to the system means like we are receiving the mobile message, Gmail message only. That is, you are going to route to the two different systems. Two different system. If you notice that, I told you in the starting also, the text message and the Gmail message, the content is common almost, but structure of the message is different. Like your mobile context and text and Gmail. Who will take care? Integration will take care. That is called routing to the system. To route to the system, what is the behavior of the two different systems, how we are going to deliver all these things which are going to identify, which we are going to do inside the integration tools. That Abibus also we are delivering to route to the multiple systems. Multiple system, multiple connectors are coming, multiple formats are coming, multiple structure is coming. So as an integration developer need to identify all these things to deliver the data. So one is adapter, nothing but a connector. Without connector, there is no communication. Only connector is mandatory. Who develop these connectors? Nothing but a transport. Whatever the integration tool which you are using, those integration is the responsible to develop all these products only, connectors only. Okay, and routing and transformation which you are doing. Okay, any clarifications here? Let me know. Okay, so when to use and when not use as integration, I told you, right, this is a one-to-one communication and same kind of format, same kind of communication. If we want, we can use. If we are not using also, we can easily exchange. But both are independent, then definitely we should use as an integration product. Otherwise, we cannot do that. That is what they mentioned. Only one-to-one communication means limitations only. All are same, like both technology, both whatever the two different applications we are exchanging, all are same, then only possible. But nowadays, we don't know which technology application we are communicating internally. So like we without integration tool, you cannot exchange the data. Then what are the different integration tools are available in the market? So there are a couple of integration tools are available in the market. Now we are discussing the MuleSoft only. So MuleSoft is the one of the integration products. The integration tools are available already in the market. They're already integrated the application. Then why I'm using this product in nowadays? Because what are the integration? Other integration means like TIPCO. Sorry, TIPCO is the one of the integration product. Like sorry, TIPCO like Oracle Fusion, Oracle company, Oracle Fusion, like a Dell company, like a Boomi, like now we are learning the MuleSoft is the Salesforce product. Soft like this, like there are so many like integration products are available in the market. Okay, so why I'm using this product? Oracle company, the product Fusion, Dell company, like Boomi, IBM company, the product is MB message broker. Okay, so like Tipco is the company, the product called Tipco. These are the integration tools, like a very famous integration products in the market. Not only this, and other integration tools are also available, but these are the products which are using customers very frequently. But these integration tools, which is already using the customer, they integrate the application. Then why MuleSoft is the product? Because MuleSoft, the product owner is Salesforce. So this is the Salesforce product. This is a Salesforce company. Their product name called MuleSoft. Like IBM is the company. Their product called MB. Dell is the company product name called Boomi, and Oracle is the company product name called Fusion. Like this, it is one. But why I'm using? Because they're already occupied, they're already using. Then why I'm going to use it? Because if I want to enter into the market, I'm going to identify who is my competitor, what is the best they are doing. Then on top of that, I'm giving. Then only customers are choosing my product. Otherwise, they can't. Correct, right? The MuleSoft, the competitor is TIPCO. Why TIPCO? Because TIPCO is give the best solution to integrate complexity of the integration. So complexity means like 1 to 100 also we can integrate, 1 to 10 also we can integrate, 1 to 1 also integrate. So TIPCO is the best solution. Previously, when come to the MuleSoft, TIPCO, most of the companies are using it. Because when compared to other integration tools, they are not giving the such behavior, quality, or whatever it may be. So TIPCO product customers are using. But before MuleSoft, TIPCO is a very expensive product, very expensive product, but the quality is very good. So that is the reason when compared to the other integration tools, customers are using the product called TIPCO only. Nowadays, like when MuleSoft enter into the market, MuleSoft is not a open source product only, it is also chargeable amount. But when come to the TIPCO, it is amount is vary. Okay, and also MuleSoft is like multiple behaviors, like multiple behaviors. Example, I would like to integrate one application. I would like to integrate one applications, but mine is running this very small organization. I do not have a money to buy the product, but I notice that typically the product is give the quality, but it is an expensive product. But I do not have any money. What to do? Then I'm going to figure out like any other technology which is offering any opens or any other things I'm going to thinking of. But when come to the MuleSoft only, so I do not have any money to buy, then the software which is available online, we can download directly, we can integrate the applications. But the only difference, if we are without buying the product, if we need any support, MuleSoft is not providing. But there's a small integrations. I don't want buy the product. Can I integrate? MuleSoft is supporting. But the same feature which is not available at TIPCO. If we want to integrate small piece of work also, TIPCO should be byproduct. But the whatever the TIPCO features, all the features MuleSoft is providing. So previously, the quality point of people are considering only the TIPCO will give on top of extra features also MuleSoft is adding because MuleSoft competitor is TIPCO. So they are giving the best to on top of TIPCO, then only customers are choosing. As if I want to buy the product, first I need to understand the I need to identify the quality of the product and cost of the product, security of the product, and like behavior advantage and all these things factors we are going to identify which is product, which product is available in the market. Then we are going to calculating to buy any product to integrate the applications. So quality wise, security wise, like user friendly, and what is called cost wise, and other features also. Like when you enter into the MuleSoft, like it is cloud and non-cloud mechanism also. But typical like recently, like 2 years ago, they are making the cloud. Previous it is a non-cloud mechanism. But cloud is very expensive. Cloud is very expensive. But I do not because I am buying the product, but I am not interested to buy the cloud. Then what to do? The MuleSoft is providing non-cloud mechanism also. So nowadays each technology is migrate the cloud only. So cloud is very expensive, but mine is small organization. Then what is the other way? Can I use without cloud MuleSoft? Yes, we can use it. And I told you, like, without buying the product, once you integrate, then your integration should be available in the online. Again, server is required to deploy the application, and MuleSoft is providing open source server also. You can easily deploy your application. You can integrate the application. So these are the factors available in the when come to the other integration tools. MuleSoft is the product is going to be support with compared to the other integration tools. Like quality wise, that is what they mentioned here. Why MuleSB? MuleSB take a complexity of the integration, like nothing but a one-to-one also, one-to-many, 10, 20, 100 integrations also. We can integrate by using that is the reason there is the complexity of the integrations. And the developer is a user-friendly tool, easily we can understanding to build your applications only. It is a high performance and it is a security also very important, right? When you are exchanging the data to one application, security also very important only. It is a multi-protocol. Like as I told you, if you are using any integration product, connectors are required. So whatever the MuleSoft is providing the connectors, those connectors which is not available still in other integration tools. It's a multi-protocol interaction between the systems and services. It is not a completely open source product only. I told you that these are the differences they are going to differentiate. I'm using a small piece of work. I don't want to use as integration. I don't want to buy the product. Then we can use the open. We can directly download it. We can integrate the application. After your development has been completed, then what to do? It should be available in the online. We need to deploy. Again, server is required. So cloud you can deploy expensive. Non-cloud also. I need to invest the money, but mine is a small organization. I do not have money to buy. How can I make it use as a real-time world? Like nothing but online. We can open source product is available. We can simply deploy. We can integrate the applications on. So these are the advantages are available when come to the other integration products nowadays. MuleSoft is using most of the organizations. It's a completely Salesforce only, and also Salesforce. Who are buying the Salesforce MuleSoft is they are giving the free of cost of MuleSoft, and who are buying the MuleSoft, Salesforce is providing the free of cost of Salesforce. That is also one of the reasons only. So this is a completely Salesforce product only. So these are the factors that are available. So that is the reason nowadays MuleSoft is the product people are using to integrate the applications. Any doubts here?
Hey, Sashank, one question here.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Hey, when we are using, suppose there's one organization want to integrate with the MinSoft, and integration is completed, maybe couple of months. So I'm just checking how much the role we have to play as a developer there. So once integration is done, so job is done, right? So after that, so what is the use of those developers there?
So integration, those developers, I understand. So we are always features are adding, new features are adding to integrate the application. Example, we are built as a services only, as a API services. So customer point of view, they want to integrate, they want to add that because example, if I develop any web applications, consider as any technology, we are keep on adding the new features also. Like correct. The same features which is integrated other applications also. So there is no end of here only. So whatever example I develop one web applications only. Are you going to stick that same features? We are keep on adding the new features also. When you are adding the new features, The same feature should be supported with other technology also, correct? Then again integration tool is required. Integration developers is required to integrate the applications. If you example like a very simple one, I will tell you. Now NFT transfer very simple which you are discussing. Now there is a web application which you have developed, customer details adding on it. Now the same customer details you are going to insert into the CRM application. Your job is completed, integration developers also completed. Again, the web application, the guy is decided there are new columns that they need to add. Again, developer is required. But the same feature which is available to the CRM application also, right? Again, integration developers also required. Got my point.
Got it. Okay, thanks, Sashank.
So features are adding, and again the same feature should be reflected in the other technology also. So that is the reason. The count of the developers is when come to the web application example, the developer Java guys are working as a 10, 20, but integration guys are as a 5 or 6 members. But continuously they are doing the enhancements. The same feature should be supported other technology also. We are also doing the same. That is the sequence of happening. And we are also developers only, like we are calling as integration developers or EA developers only. So sometimes people are asking what is the role which are playing. We are also one of the developers. The calling as a integration developers or EA team only. So they used to integrate the applications as in number of applications, any technology of the application. So that is what the MuleSoft is like. It's a cloud-based applications also. So any kind of technology it is going to be supported. SaaS applications, like any kind of technology. So it is going to be supported. I told you right. It is independent of the technology, as I told you starting also. So currently one technology going forward is available also. I would like to migrate. Then it is going to be supported. Okay. So what we are going to do as an integration, like example, as a developer point of view, like a Java developer, what they are going to, they is to write a line of code. Each line of code, there is a behavior. So we are going to learning example how to write a program. So that contain how many lines is required to write a program. Correct. At the integration point of view, we are going to develop the flows. So flow contain components only. Flow contain components. So how to develop the program with the development point of the Java point of I'm talking. How to develop the flows, that is integration point of view. What information you require? You are going to writing the line of code. We are adding the components only, multiple components. One line of code, one program that contain 20, 30 lines. Each line, there is a behavior. Finally, it will satisfy your requirement. The same way, one flow, if you are developing, multiple components is required. Each component, there is a behavior. We used to add the multiple component to fulfill the data. Again, I'm telling you, simply collecting and delivering, there is no point to use of any integration tools like pass through. But while doing the pass through, there is a customization required. That customization to implement multiple components are supported. Each component there is a behavior. What is the component? This is the scenario which component is going to be supported. To adding the multiple component to become making as a flow, that we are going to discussing during the training session, like connectors and transformation, and how to develop a flow, and how to add the component to build a flow. All these things which are going to discussing during the training session. So like example, this is the source application ICC Bank. This is the .NET application. You are submitting a request, you are sending the data to the .NET application. We build a flow. A build a flow means like we are adding the multiple components to a completed. Finally, we are going to deliver the data. Simply pass through means without all these things, without this set, we can deliver here. But there is a customization required at database level. Then we need to support the same. We are going to adding the multiple components. So what we are going to develop or what we are going to do as an integration product is developing is a flow. Again, Like not only MuleSoft, other integration tools also same behavior. Like if you are using the TIPCO, if you are using the Dell, if you are using the IBM products also, same kind of behavior. But the advantage is different. We are always developing the flows that contain multiple components. Okay. So what is meant by flow? The flow is nothing but like message, nothing but the data, message, nothing but the data passing from different application. One flow, one flow is going to be supported to transfer multiple applications. That is what carrying data from message provider and message consumer. So we can carry the data. This is provider considered that this is consumer. We can carry the data provided to consumer by using the flow. We can communicate on. And while carrying the data, it may transform, route, and filtering on. After carrying the data, after collecting the data from here, we what inside the flow, what we are going to do to transform the data, to route to the data, to filter the data. All these things we can do inside the flows by using the corresponding component which is available into the tool. We can drag it and complete. We can deliver the data. That is called like carrying the data. And single flow can integrate number of applications. So again, I'm telling right, one flow once you develop, if we can integrate a number of applications, and it's a configuration XML that is we can discuss going forward. So this is called flow only. The flow is nothing but the way we are going to write in the business logic that contain multiple components is required. Each component there is a behavior. So we are not writing any like a component. This is a completely drag and drop product. The components we are going to selecting and drag it, do the customization to add multiple component, to add the multiple configurations. Once it is completed, then we can deliver the data to the system. So this is called connector. So as I told you, this is called connector. Consider as your ICICI Bank application, consider your ICICI Bank application. Once you enter the data, your data is going to be inserting here only. First connector is required. This connector nothing but a transport or adapter. It is collecting the data, hand out to the integration tool. Inside the integration tool, we can use filtering, transferring, or all these things which are going to do. Once it is completed, again using the connector to deliver the data to the system. So what component is required? This is the requirement. This component is required. Any customization, any enhancement going forward, all these things we are going to do here. We can discussing that during the training session. Connectors, what is meant by connectors, what is meant by components, what is meant by flow, how to integrate the irrespective of the technology, all these things which I'm going to discuss in during the training session. Any clarifications here? So like this is a old product only. This is yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry, Sandeep here again. So, what kind of coding knowledge is required and how much is required?
I'll tell you. I will tell you. I will tell you. Any other thing apart from this one? Clarification. I will give the
Yeah.
clarity.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay, sure. Okay. So this is called component. This is called image only. Normally calling as a component. This component is we used to drag it, and once drag it, we can do the customization. And we can deliver to the system. So in between, we can do multiple component tools. Okay. So as I told you, it's a completely drag and drop tool. Okay. So what kind of language which are using here only? So, where it is required, first of all, language required means to transform the data. As I told you, each technology, example, I told you right, XML to Excel format. ICICI Bank sending the content is XML format. HDFC Bank accepting the Excel format. Example, I'm talking about. But inside the content, whatever the data you are enter is submitting, so usually like any web application, once you enter, like example, I would like to sign up any page. So you are logging to the ICICI Bank, you are sign up all these things, submit your request. Internally, your data is going to be converting one format. Okay. So the format is nothing but a XML format. The same for your data is going to be inserting into the CRM application. Again, CRM application saying that, hey, I'm not accepting as XML format. I'm only accepting as a Excel format before sending to me, please convert XML format and send it to me. This is called transformation. While doing the transformation, there is a language is required. The language name called data view language. Data view language. This is the MuleSoft own language. This is not a programming language. Okay, this is the syntactical basis. Each integration tool they have their own language. TIPCO export using IBM also there is one more language. Like Oracle also there is a one language, and MuleSoft also using the language name called data view language. Where it is required while doing the transformation from one application to other application, maybe one to many applications. All the applications are different technology, and different technology means different formats is required to transform the data. Data view language is required. This is the MuleSoft own language, which is not available in the market. It's not a programming language. It is a syntactical base, and the syntax which is MuleSoft is providing, we can use the syntax, we can do the transformation. This is the only place which are using like a data view language. The programming is like logical point of I'm talking about. So entire your course, this is the only place where we are using the logical thinking in the data view language. Is it clear, sir? I
Yes, sir.
hope you
Yeah.
clear your
Yeah.
question.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this that's all. Just my intention is like overview of the integration, like where we are using, and what is the advantage of the integration products. What are the different integration tools are available, and what is the use of because I am learning something. What is the best correct right? So what is the MuleSoft advantage? This is just like a overview, like integrations. Like tomorrow onwards, like I'm going to explain what are the software is required, and what are the topics like which I'm going to covering all these things from tomorrow onwards. Just like a today like an introduction about the integration, because we are learning the tool called integration tool as a MuleSoft integration. What is the integration? We are using the integration things in the real time world where we are using. That is what just I have given the overview. Any clarifications, any doubts, you can let me know. I'm ready to clarify.
Yes, Sashank, I do have a small question. So, do
Yes,
we
sure.
require this CI/CD pipelines as well, like Jenkins and Marvins, to work with an
That is
integration
different, sir.
platform?
Like nowadays, like people are deploying applications CI/CD tools only. The even integration, the once development has been completed, we can use the CI/CD tools. But without CI/CD tools, also we can deploy the application. But nowadays, 99% customers are using CI/CD tools. So that is we are using Azure DevOps or GitLab, Jenkins. Any DevOps tool is going to be support to deploy our applications.
No, why I'm asking these questions is like I don't have any knowledge in when it comes to the this API and XML and all. So, is this
I
right?
do understand. I understand because people are learning the integration. So most of the people are not aware of it. We'll do the like very detailed manner how to integrate the application. So you don't worry about that. I will explain very detailed.
So I can see some of the job descriptions are they are asking about these Java concepts as well. So it is mandatory to know about the
Not
core Java
required.
at least.
That is not required because the older version, like the 3.8 versions, that I'm going to give the clarification tomorrow only. Just anyway, you are asking the question, right? The older version, like the before Salesforce was not by the because Salesforce, I think 2018 was Salesforce take over the MuleSoft. Before that, most of the features it was implemented Java only. I understand. Because when coming to the market, like TIPCO, I told you TIPCO is a competitor. TIPCO people are not writing any Java logic. So why again MuleSoft also using without Java product? Because that is completely remove the Java concepts. Whatever we are doing the transformation, mainly people are using the transformation level. So MuleSoft introducing to data view language, whatever the Java features is required previously to completely remove by using uh, data view language to overcome this one. So don't worry about that. Even I'm also not explaining any Java code. We are completely without Java code, we can integrate the application. It's not required as a Java. But previously it was there, that is a older version. But like a 4.x version, after Salesforce takeover, they completely removed the Java. Whatever the Java features are supported previously, they're introducing the data language to support nowadays. Is it
Shashank,
clear, sir? Yeah.
yeah, sorry, one more question. So what are the prerequisites required, not installation point of view, but as per the knowledge or understanding point of view before we start
Knowledge, nothing
application?
but like most of the type, like there is no mandatory to learn any prerequisites only. So if you want to like understanding point of view services, what is meant by services, what is meant by APIs, that is a prerequisite only. That is not a mandatory also. I used to explain every detailed manner. If we want to go ahead, then happily you can like just go through the what is the APIs and all.
Because why I'm asking this question, because I'm from the non-technical background, so I even don't know the programming
Yeah, I
or
understand.
coding.
I understand. I got it on.
So,
I got it.
so how much it will be comfortable or easy for me to learn?
No, no, not required. So that is what I'm trying to say, that
Uh-huh.
it is not a mandatory to learn the prerequisites also. So we can easily learn even though if you are not do the any prerequisites. We are completely
Okay.
concentrated the tool, how to use the tool, how to implement the flows, what are the things is required. So only the point is logical point. Like in e-technical, if you are learning logical is required, right? And the only place is the data we language where we are using the logically, where you need to concentrate on. The rest of the things you can smoothly going on.
Okay. And how this course is, I mean, designed? I mean, only theory part, and you will be showing your
This
screen
Prakash
and
will
working
discuss. Sir.
us.
I'm just trainer only. Course duration is 45 hours only. That is what I'll explain that clarification, duration, components, and everything only tomorrow class only. Anyway, duration
Uh,
is course is 45 hours.
I mean, daily 1 hour, do you mean, or 45 days?
1 hour, sir. 1 hour.
Okay, so it's approximately 1.5 months, right?
Yes, correct.
And I mean, does this, I mean, course is also considered any project after the end, or even during this course also we are getting some hands-on?
No, no, I didn't understand the question. Can you repeat the question?
Does it consider any projects also, the course, so
Yes,
that
yes,
we
sir.
can
That is
get
a
some
part of this.
hands-on?
Everything I'm going to explain the projects and everything on. And after finish the course, I will give the
Mm-hmm.
give the real-time projects which I'm working also that I'm going to share as well. That is a part
Okay,
of the
and
course only.
during okay, and during, I mean, each class, after each class also, will there be any hands-on, any small
Yes, correct. I'll
assignments
give the
kind
some
of
assignments
work
only.
that?
Yes, correct. Yes, yes, correct. I'll give the some assignments to do the practice only. If you have any
Okay,
clarification, then we can discuss the next session.
okay. And I mean, at the end of the course, where we can see ourselves. I mean, it is like a level 1 certification we will be ready to give,
Yes, you
or
can clear the two certifications after completion of course. Level one certification, API certifications also. There is a API one more certification. You can easily clear the certifications.
okay, so API is a level 2.
MCD level.
Okay.
No, development certificate. That is if you get a because they are asking for the MCD level one certifications. If you have an hands-on, completely hands-on,
Uh-huh.
then you can clear the MCD two also. Because MCD two they are recently introducing. Only. Previously there is no MCD two only. MuleSoft developer certification. Only one certification that is developer. After that, they are introducing that. Previously, it was there only MCD level one API integration architect, platform architect. So whatever I am giving the training, you can clear the two certificates. That is more than enough. Then once you get a hands on, like if you are entering a project, get a hands on, you can clear the rest of the two as well.
Okay. And I mean, are we getting any reference document or the training recordings as well, so that we can
Daily we
refer
are sharing the
anytime?
recordings. After finish the session, Prakash sir
Mm-hmm.
is sharing the recording sessions to your mail ID soon.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, sure.
The session in terms of career perspective, like this MuleSoft has a good career rate as it is integrated with the cloud platform.
Yes, correct, sir. So career point, that is what integration tools are not available in the market nowadays. Not only now, it is running the very because if you have a web application, integration tool is required. Without integration tool, there is no online applications. Correct. If you open any page, definitely integration tool is required. Whether you are using MuleSoft, whether it is a TIPCO, whether it doesn't matter. Without integration tool, there is no online application integrate applications. Example very
So
simple.
these
You open online.
integration tools and ETL tools both are the different, or similar kind of.
No, that is what simple pass through. There is no point integration tools because a couple of tools are available. Just simply passing through only. But integration tool is customization required. So that is the reason main integration is concentrated. Motto is okay. In the market, there are a couple of tools like what is called 1 minute. Sir. Oh, sorry to say. So like a simple pass through, there is no point of any integration tool. ETL tools also available, they pass through only. But while doing the customization, integration tool is the mandatory one. That is a one-to-one also, one-to-many applications also. Because that is what currently latest technology people are saying example Azure or AWS or Python only. Currently available. After 2 years, there is one more technology which is available in the market. Still, we can extend the data integration tool. Even that 10 years ago, there is a old technology which is available. Still, so many applications people are using the older tech, that is a legacy tech. We can integrate the applications.
Hey Shashank, I have two questions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you were telling about the certification, right? So one, I understand there is a level one certification. What is the API certification? That I don't see anything called API. What is
API
the
nothing
second?
but that is what API nothing but a services on application programming interface.
No, no, no,
Okay,
no,
so
no, no, no,
yeah,
no, no. I'm not asking what is API. I'm asking you are saying that there is another level of certification that will we can pass. That's API certification you mentioned, but I don't see it in the MuleSoft website.
no. MuleSoft website we are developing the APIs on. Okay, APIs is nothing but a services to use the to build the services we by using the integration tool we are using. We are all sorry. We are always developing the services that contains APIs. If you want, you can go through that. What is API? How to use the MuleSoft as a API. So if you want, you can go through that.
Okay.
Let me
No, no.
clarify.
No, I didn't. I think I was not clear with my question. No, no. My question was
Mhm.
not about what is API. My question was you mentioned there are two certifications that we could clear after this
Mm.
training. One was level
Mm.
one. What was the second one you mentioned?
API, MCD level one, and integration architect, platform architect, API only. So platform integration architect, okay, leave it. Developer point of view, APIs and MCD level one is sufficient.
Okay, MCD
What is
platform
meant by
architect
APIs?
level one. Okay, that's what you're saying,
No,
right?
platform
MuleSoft.
architect, no. I understand, sir. Let me explain. MCD level one, developer certification. So we all
Okay.
are developers. Okay, if you want to get a more like architect level, platform architect, integration architect.
Oh,
Three.
okay.
One is four. API architect, API certification. APIs are nothing but services. Services to build the services means of support the language called RAML language. RESTful API modeling language. By using this language, we can build an API. Okay, just I will give the heads up what is built. So how to write the RAML language to build a service, that is also MuleSoft is providing separate certifications. This is also part of the course which I'm going to explain only. What is meant by APIs, what is RAM and all these things only.
Okay.
So once we can discuss a completion, then you can easily write the API certificate.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because in the MuleSoft website, and when I go to certification, I don't see anything RAML. Maybe they don't show it on
No,
the website.
API. There is no RAML. They clearly mentioned API.
Oh, so
API
that is
certificate.
that's outside of MuleSoft then. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. And I had one more question. What was it? Um, so is there some? I mean, you already explained in the demo that is there something that MuleSoft wouldn't work? For example, you mentioned that file transfer or web services. So can we not connect web services with MuleSoft?
Yeah, that is also part of web services, the mail source. Services, that is what I told you. API is nothing but a services only. SOAP services, REST services only. Both will support only MuleSoft.
Okay. Okay.
Any
I
other
think I
clarification?
think I'm all set. Yeah. So my main motive is so I've been working with MuleSoft currently. I've just started working. So I have some basic to intermediate knowledge, but I would like to get some advanced concepts mainly out of this course. I don't know whether I should join this course or is there any advanced course available. I didn't need to talk about it, but also I'm targeting on certifications. So I'll be more than happy to talk about that later.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Any clarifications? Okay. Okay, sir. I hope you're clear. Okay. So I'm going to start from regular classes tomorrow. With tomorrow, I'm introducing the what is the course content is available, what are the software is required, how to install all these things. I'm going to start from top of tomorrow onwards, so that you'll get a more idea. Just today, I'll give the heads up like integration product. Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow session the same time. Okay. Okay, sir. See you. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you all.